What up guys, ThatzNOTmetal993 here bringing us another CD review, but before I get on with the reviews, just one little quick thing I'd just like to get off my chest, and that's to wish you all a happy new year, and welcome to 2016. Hope it's going to be a great year for the lot of yous. We've got some killer releases lined up for 2016, hopefully they're going to be as good as they should be, and I'll obviously review which ones I can, and which ones I feel like reviewing, so as the year progresses we'll see what happens. And I hope you have a good year and all the best to you. So yeah, moving on, I'm going to be reviewing an older album for you today. And when I say an older album, it's only off like a year and a half ago, something like that. But yeah, it's been on my playlist a lot recently, so I felt, why not review it for you. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be reviewing for you today. Yeah. This is the 2014 album from the band Acrania, entitled Totalitarian Dystopia. This is released under Unique Leader Records. Now, if you're from the UK and you're into your heavy music, you will at least have heard of the name Acrania. They are a brutal deathcore band hailing from London who have burst out into the scene over the past couple of years and definitely have made their namesake in the genre and definitely in the UK metal community. Unfortunately now the band is no longer together. They split up, I think, late last year, and now I believe Luke, the vocalist, is now in, he's got a studio band called Scribe Of Existence, I think it's called, and he's now involved in Meatslab, which is a slam project, which I'll obviously leave links in the description for you to check out. I believe Meatslab have their first single coming up soon. That's going to be intense, so we'll see what happens as the year goes by, and I might even do a review of the single. You never know. But anyway, and I believe one of the other members is now in To Prevail. And I don't know where the other ones are, but I'll leave links in the description so you can check out their bands and see what they're up to nowadays. But for now, let's go back a little bit and review this album, because I was going to review this album back in the day, and back in the day, saying that, in 2014 when it came out, but I had no proper means of recording, and the fact was, by the time I did get one, it had well past its time, but it's been on my playlist, so why not review it now? And the reason I've clicked onto this album again is because I've been looking for stuff with a little bit more intensity lately. Stuff that really gets us a bit more, you know what I mean? And one of them that came to me head when I was just thinking of songs was one of the songs on this album, which was Festering with Dishonesty, featuring what's his name, Tom from Lorna Shore, and that song instantly clicked with us, and I've been listening to it a lot, but then I decided to give the album a couple of spins lately, and I felt like today, why don't I review it? Might as well. So here I am today. Now this album is definitely was one of the big impacts of 2014. It definitely stuck with me a little bit. I don't think it made me top albums list, I could be wrong, but the album itself, as a whole, packs so much of a punch and so much intensity into it that you can tell instantly that you're listening to a UK deathcore release. You can instantly tell this is extremely impressive stuff. This is brutal death metal crossed with deathcore, done right and done proper. The intensity of the drum playing is right up there, and you can feel every hit, and the mix on the drums production itself is fantastic. You can feel every impact, and it really homes in on the production of the entire album and fits well in as one of the main things that you notice about the album when you first listen to it. Then when the guitars and the bass kicks in, you know instantly you're going to be like, yes, this is going to be one heavy pummeling ride, and it is indeed. The guitar tone itself is very bright, very sharp, quite crunchy, a lot of right hand attack, and a lot of hard-hitting attack from the right hand when it comes to the slams, and a lot of intensity in the trem picking, and you can just feel every aggressive note hit there, and hard, when it hits hard, it hits fucking hard, and the bass tone really homes in and surrounds that guitar tone very well. For all it's not the most bassy of guitar tones, the bass is where it cuts in with that. A real rumble, gut-wrenchingly audible fucking tone. It's fucking awesome, and it definitely has that impact of like deathcore and a really impactful sound, if you ask me, and a lot of aggression and intensity in it. Touche. But then, as if it couldn't get any better, the vocals come in, and that's where this album's sweet spot is, because Luke Griffin, everyone who's heard him will know it instantly. He is one of the most varied, brutal vocals in the UK and in deathcore in general. He has a very specific tone. It's someone you can hear and go, that is Luke that is Luke Griffin. You know what I mean? If you hear his voice, you know instantly it's him. Just the way he does his low vocals, the way he does his pig squeals, his highs, his mids, his low general lows, and it's all incredible to see that he's got that range and that versatility in his vocals. There's not a lot of vocals that can cut that mustard of that extended range, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of vocalists out there who claim that they can do like a low vocal, they can do a high vocal, and they can do a hardcore vocal, and then they can do a pig squeal, and you just stand there at the show just going, just stop and get off stage, please. You know what I mean? That's what you want, and with intensity. And every vocal, even the pig squeals, definitely have that intensity. And there's not a lot of bands that I've heard who can actually pull off the pig squeal, but bands like Acrania and Osire in the UK circuit can definitely pull off that pig squeal with intensity and aggression. And that's it when it comes to deathcore, if you ask me. It's just sheer aggression and meaningfulness. And when it comes to meaningfulness, and you hear these lyrics that are on this album, which is the part that always sells me, is these lyrics. Because normally, I'm not a massive fan of politic-themed lyrics. I think it's kind of, I just don't want to click with it for some reason. But these lyrics flow so fucking well. It kind of feels like you're listening to a bit of a rap album, the way the lyrics flow, the way the phrasing's done, and the rhyming, the way they've done that Luke's done the lyrics is beyond amazing. There's so much flow and so much likability, and when it locks in dead tight with the drums, I mean, there's a lot of sections where it's like blisteringly fast, kind of like Phil Bozeman kind of, old school Whitechapel kind of style. It's mightily impressive, and there's not bands that lock in. I mean, they usually just stick in 4/4 and stuff like that, but it's great stuff to hear. And if you listen to this album, you know exactly what I'm on about. Tracks I'd recommend you to listen to are Festering with Dishonesty, Totalitarian Dystopia, Servants of Hypocrisy, Survival Sequence featuring Mendel of Aborted. What's that other one? Lobotomize, Humanize, and Negate, or LDN as it's also known as, featuring Jamie Hanks of I Declare War. He always has his intensity. Same for Tom of Lorna Shore. Both of them vocals hold their intensity and can hold those low vocals and get some right aggression out of them and make them sound evil as fuck, basically. And Messiah of if I can speak, Messiah of Manipulation. I think they brought out a video for that just before they split up. I could be wrong, but I'll leave a link in the description to any links that I can find. And also check out the song Disillusional in a Discordant System. That song is fucking tremendous, and definitely a great outro to that song where it just makes you go, oh, I want more. It really does. I mean, especially when you hear that last line, send them to the slaughterhouse, and then that pig squeal goes on, and then there's that outro just comes like that, and you're just like, yes, I want to listen to the album again, and again, and again, and again. And that's a great thing to have on an album like this. This is tremendous stuff, and definitely something you need to check out if you're especially into brutal music, and especially intense music that makes you feel pumped, basically. And yeah, definitely check out this album. I'm definitely going to give it a solid, I think I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. Definitely a solid album, and definitely something you need to check out if you're into the styles that I mentioned before. But yeah, I'll see you until the next video, and stick around, more videos are coming soon. I'll see you next video, and stay metal. See you later.